My name is Dr. Itiel Dror. I'm a cognitive neuroscientist, which means I study the brain, how the brain processes information, and how people perceive information, make judgments, and reach decisions. And I'm specifically interested when people make mistakes, but smart people, motivated, competent, why smart people do stupid things. Technology, generally speaking, is great. It enhances our abilities, our capability. It extends the mind, what I call distributed cognition, where we offload a lot of the brain functions on technology. So it's great, but it's not all great. It also can cause problems. Actually, it can even make us more stupid because of the brain plasticity. The brain has neuronal plasticity. When it comes to the brain, use it or lose it. And technology, and specifically what they call cognitive technology that helps us think, is also making us lazy and making the brain capacity decrease because technology is doing more and the brain is doing less. It is hard to talk about long-term when you talk about technology that is changing so quickly and rapidly. But there's no question that technology has an extreme impact. I talk about cognitive technology as an evolutionary force, but instead of needing hundreds of thousands of years, in a very short amount of time, it affects how we think, what we think, how we communicate. It impacts human nature, not only how we do things, but what we are. Yes, we can combat and counter this impact of the technology in many ways. But first of all, we need to think whether we want to, because we're enjoying it. It's like being a couch potato. We sit on the couch, we don't need to move. It's all done for us. So we can go and exercise, but that requires an effort. And like we exercise muscles to keep fit and healthy, we can exercise the brain to keep its power and increase its power and not let technology make us more stupid. The first question is not what regulation, but who is going to decide. Is it the politicians? Is it the technology companies that have money? And when we decide what are the goals, what do we want to achieve by the regulations? So first of all, we need a public debate what we want to achieve, and then we can have the regulations. But definitely, we need to think of the impact of technology on us as individuals and our brain capacity, as well as society and how it's changing and affecting us and will affect us in the future. Well, I'm a cognitive neuroscientist. I'm going to continue to study the brain and the human mind. And technology is a very important part, but not the only part, of how people gather information and how we can avoid confirmation bias, how we can enhance our decision, and how we can impact the decisions of others better when we understand how the brain operates, how the brain processes information, and what underpins human behavior, how we can impact human behavior.